So hi guys, welcome to Kizuri Farm. On this episode, I'm just going to show you the challenges one experiences during transplanting in the dry season and the wet season. Because during this time of transplant, I experienced both. It's been dry for a couple of like a week. It's been dry, so it's been relatively easier to work on the field. But on after the first day of transplant, we experienced very heavy rains. But I'll be taking you guys through the video, so you'll be able to see the challenges that I went through during this period. So day one was a good day. It was dry, so I was able to control the conditions in the transplant process. So the process that I go through when I'm doing the transplant is the same as all the other videos I've shown you in the previous transplant video. So the first thing is wet the bed, which I already did, and now I am uprooting the seedlings, cutting the top leaf. Like this one's already cut, and after that I will apply. They are moving actually to this field over here, which has a lot of weeds, but I have applied a herbicide, so they should be okay in a few days. No weeds there. So I do the fungicide spray. I use Trinity Gold, as you can see. It's the main reason for using a fungicide. It's the crop right now is vulnerable because it just went through the whole stressful period of uprooting and moving to a new field. So by applying the fungicide, you are giving it more chances of survival by making it more comfortable so that it doesn't get infected or by fungal infections easily. After that, we move to wetting of the bed. This we do before the transplant process starts. So before the casual workers come to do the transplant, I make sure the beds are well wet. That way when they are coming to do the transplant, it's easier for them to work on the field. Earlier I was telling you about the weeds that you can see on the farm. The planters are actually doing the manual uprooting, but I also did herbicide on the field, so in a few days most of the weeds here will be gone. But the agrovet I bought the herbicide said it's okay just to use it because it doesn't affect the onions. So that's how a typical dry day for doing the transplant works. As you can see, this field I didn't do any herbicides because I just do manual weeding because already the crop is mature enough. As you can see, Georgia is in the green. He's doing the final top dressing on this area, when the planters on the other side are still doing the transplant of the seedling. So that was day one. As you can see, it was a success. This area, the first area of the bed, was well filled with onion seedlings, well spaced using the drip line spacing, so everything went okay and I was happy and we had a very, very successful day. So day 2 started and it started heavy rains. It was raining like from 3 a.m. in the morning. So I was just checking on the phone on my camera because the farm has a camera and it was pounding heavily. So we started our journey early. I was doubtful today was going to be a successful day, but I was just giving myself strength as I was driving there and I was hoping that the rains will stop because it was raining since 3 a.m. in the morning and the rain seemed not to want to stop by any chance. So I just was hoping the team will come in time, and so just going with hope and prayer and just pushing on as someone should in life when we face challenges. So watch as I continue driving to the farm, and yeah, let's hope for the best today. So guys, you can see it's a mixture of emotions. First thing, when I arrived to the farm, floods on the existing onion field, but the good thing, it wasn't the whole field, it was just the edge, the area where it seems that water tends to collect in this area. And this is where we did the transplant yesterday. You can see it's really wet and it's still raining. As you can see, the water has a little drops hitting it, so it's still raining. It's already time for doing the transplant, that the guys have not yet come. They told me they're on the way because it's been raining and it's hard to access for them to leave the house and it's raining. So I just decided to go and start doing the preparations. The good thing today, it wasn't as much seedlings we are doing today, it was just this bed. So I jumped in, and you can see a few minutes in already it's so muddy. It's so hard working in this mud because the ground is sticky. Your gumboot is always sticking on the ground, on the floor, because the mud, you step in and your foot sinks in. So I just decided to continue with my part of doing the seedling preparation, so that when the guys come to do the transplant, they find everything is in order. The planters managed to come an hour later, but I was happy we were able to start doing the work. As you can see, okay, the seedlings, you can't see them. I've covered them with this paper because I sprayed them with the fungicides, and just exposing them with the rain would lead to the fungicide being washed off. So I decided to cover them so that they prevent the fungicide from being washed off. I didn't put a sticker. That was a mistake on my side, but I guess I was just overwhelmed in the morning with the rain confusing me. So luckily it stopped raining. The staff the casual planters could continue doing their thing. I managed to finish my area early today, so I was happy that everything was now looking up after an hour or so of panicking and wondering how the day will go. So I was just going around checking on the guys doing their work. It was really hard for them to work in the field, because you step somewhere, your foot kind of gets stuck. So it took, for a small area that the small amount of seedlings that they were doing today, it actually took the same amount of time. The good thing, it looks like the clouds were clearing up, so it gave us hope to continue working. So as I'd finished doing my seedling preparation, I decided to join George in doing the final top dressing of the other field. So as you can see, we've been doing the top dressing using Yarawina and Nitrobro mixture to give it the proper nutrients it requires to do its nutrition for the onions that they require. So this is when they actually finished doing the transplant. As you can see, the middle of the path there is muddy completely, and that's where their footprints were. You step in and your foot goes inside, so it was really hard for them to work in these conditions. But I thank God I had a very good team who managed to do the work. This is a trench where we had let open. You see water filled the place. It rained really heavily, but thank God the rain will always help the young seedlings catch, as in establish themselves better into the ground. And so yeah, I was happy at the end of the day after starting with very mixed emotions. My team came, we worked well, and thank God everything went as planned. Now from here is now dealing with the challenge of the onions that are almost maturing, and also how I deal with them with the rain. But this, as you can see, is how the onions look right now, well healthy, and yep, I was happy with this. So guys, that's it for this video. I think you've been able to see the two challenges with working with dry and wet weather, and why I prefer doing my transplant with the dry weather. And so guys, thank you for the support you've given me in this channel. Continue liking, subscribing, and see you in the next video. Take care. Peace.